Today we're going to be making a cute, simple chicken. I'm going to start off with sketching the chicken. Do a time lapse of it. The sketching because this is a sculpting video, not a sketching video. We're only making the sketch so we have reference of the shape. This should be pretty easy. We're going to start with the sphere default, and I always like to start with the head. So this could be the head, and then we could add the eyes. You can mirror this. So it shows both ways. We can add the beak. Validate, and then put this on the front. Then we could smooth, like with smooth, drag this one forward, drag this one. Actually, we can, this is okay. And drag this one forward. So it looks like a beak now. Just drag it to shape. And then lower it more. Then we can add the body. You can validate and drag this down and be bigger. You can make it a little oblong. And then smooth. Can add. I think we should combine this first. This one is inside the mirror. I'm gonna get these out, and then I'm gonna combine the head and the body. Can voxel it so we can smooth this out. We can inflate this area because it's too thin. Inflating it just slowly. I think the inflate tool is too strong. You can lower the inflate, then voxel. Then you can just smooth it out. Big smooth, stronger smooth. You can just do voxel and smooth. Voxel and smooth. I think this eyes might be too far down. I can raise it up, make it a little smaller. Possibly, yeah, I think the head is too wide. A little too wide. Can use smooth to make it narrower, and I think that looks better. And then we can slowly put it down and then raise it up a little more. We could then add the crown, the sphere. Then we can just drag this up. And that should maybe make it like slimmer. Then right, and then maybe taller, and then slightly shift it to the left. And then we can validate. So now we can inflate this top part. I think it's too strong. Just inflate the top part. And we could deflate the lower part by using this sub button. So now that that's one of the crown, we can make an instance and then just move it slightly to the right and then make another instance. Tilt it more to the left. Let's see, it might be too big, but we can always easily make it smaller. So the three of them can make it a little smaller. And could do with this for now. Possibly inflate a little more. So if I inflate one, all of them will be inflated because it's an instance. I think it's cute. Now we can add the beard. Actually, we can grab one of these and clone it. Then we can just drag it down here and then rotate more of it. Now we have the beard. Like in our reference, I think the eye should be moved a little higher and then a little more like buried down the forward higher. We can make the forehead slightly bigger based on our reference. Oh, okay. And then I think we need to make the beak slightly like narrower so it looks cuter. Inflate here more. It looks better. So now we could create the tail. We could either drag 3 feather-like things, or we could create like possibly like sphere. I think would look good. I think the round one looks good. We can just make it bigger. And then validate. We could then make instance of these. So it'd be the lower tail, higher tail, another instance. Now, what I would do is I would merge this together. Once you see it looks pretty good, or I could do the feet first. Let's do the feet first. And I maybe just merge this together so it's not too much objects. I do think I should have named these I think this is the body. Yeah. Let's join them and do a voxel. And let's just smooth these out. Smooth. Looks like a chicken's tail. Okay, now add the feet. Would be using, I was thinking of using like cylinder and then, yeah, cylinder. And then make this like here. Let's do this one small. Then mirror this. So I get this. Maybe make it shorter. And I think that works. Okay. We can make it a little more bigger. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Let me cap this. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Sometimes it bugs out and it won't show these. I forgot what they're called, but they're the ones that will make it wider or like thinner. But now that we validated it, we can smooth this out. Smooth both. Should be fast. And now we have, it looks like feet. I do more smoothing and then voxel, then smooth. Can make it slightly like curved. You see it more like do this. So now it's slightly curved, smooth, and voxel it. So it looks more like feet. We can now make an instance and drag it to the right. Up. So now it looks like tiny feet. And then we can drag another instance to the left and then move it slightly to the left too. I do think the center should go forward more so it looks better. You know how the chicken feels like it's slightly forward than the feet, so we can move the whole feet. Actually, we can move the whole feet forward so it looks more balanced. There, you can see how it looks more balanced. Now, I think we should make the feet slightly bigger. Oh, no, that's the body. So slightly bigger. Drags down, but we can always just pull it back up. Then move it slightly forward. Okay. Let's validate the feet. So I think it looks good. We can join and then voxel them. We can smooth them out. Oh no. Actually, they are too near each other. So let me drag this. Oh no, that's before I validate, I need to make this here slightly, and that should do it. Actually, yeah, this should work. Oh, light fell. It's okay. Now we can join. Oh, okay, my filter fell. Then we can validate and join and then voxel. So now we can smooth this together. It's 300, and I like to make it a lot lower because it's just easier to work with. And then I can smooth this out. Then pull this all the way through. So it looks smooth and clean. Inflate this little bit here. Voxel and then smooth. We can drag like this one because we know like chickens have back legs. Not on the reference, but I just know they have one. I had chickens growing up. Okay. So now that looks really cute. Now we need the chicken wings. Let's do the chicken wings. Let's use the shape cylinder. Pull it here, sideways, make it flatter. Pull it back. I'm gonna make it slightly smaller. It should work, and I validate and smooth. Actually, we only need to smooth the outer edges because we are. Well, I forgot to mirror it, but we can always add the mirror here. So it appears on both sides. Now we can make an instance. Drag it a little down. Now it looks more like wings. Then add one more instance. Oh wait, let me make this slightly smaller. Then make another instance. Make it smaller. And then pull it slightly back. And it looks like the chicken has wings. Let me pull this slightly back towards the body, and now we can join them and voxel. Can now smooth. Do some more smoothing. Voxel, make it smaller resolution. Not too much smoothing. Okay, they look like wings. Actually, they look like ears, but once we merge this to the body, it will look more like wings. I'm going to rotate this. Actually, the mirror. Okay, rotate. Nope. Okay, grab this, rotate. Rotate, not too much, but it should stick to the body. I'm rotating it outer, like chicken flapping, so it won't blend into the body. And slightly near. Okay. So that looks good. Now we can go back, validate, and then blend this one to the body, which I think is this one. Okay, join and then voxel. Let me smooth this out. Now you can see why I wanted to separate it from the body. So this wing is slightly outer, and we can smooth this part more than the one on the top. So the wings are. Okay. Now that I'm looking at more on the face, we can make the face rounder. The eyes are too far down. I think the crown is also too far down. Let me join this. So the crown, I don't think is ever going to be part of the body. So let me rename this, because or it's gonna be confusing. Then inflate this. Maybe drag. Oh, it's because it's not an instance anymore. Deflate this area. Okay. Smooth the head more. Yeah, inflate it more. Oh, let's deflate. And then drag this back. Maybe not too far back. I can do this. And I think it's just a crown that looks off. So I'm going to separate this and do the crown at the back. Do this. I'm going to make this invisible and then make this slightly around. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. This one too. Plate. Okay. And then we could color it. Let's color it before making new changes. Actually, I want the breast to be bigger, like in the sample or the reference that we made. Let's make the chest bigger. When you're sculpting, you get to see more and more of what you didn't see previously, because it was initially just a ball. So now we have a bigger chest. It looks cuter. And the more you look at it, the more you see that you don't like this parts you don't like. So I'm going to color the chicken now. You can now color this chicken. Maybe like a brown, lighter brown. This is too skin like. I pick it far to the orange side. Maybe lighter. Then we can paint it all. I'm going to pick the eyes and we can color this black. You can use the crown and then color this red. Maybe the roughness. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the lower crown. Then beak plus the legs. Is it this one? And then we can color this yellow. Yellow. Oh, nope. Yellow. We can, I think the feet are too way behind. So pulling it forward. Can remove the grid. The eyes, I might want it a little forward. A little more forward. Okay. And then maybe the beak slightly smaller. Make it higher. Then that looks cuter. What do you think? Oh, look at that. It's cute. Maybe inflate the beak more. Voxel. And smooth. To get rid of those grid lines. I think we could make this slightly higher and shape more like a beak. Maybe make it slightly smaller. I think chickens with slightly smaller beaks will look cuter. You can smooth this out more. Maybe inflate the breast more. And then more rounder body. You can just like rotate it multiple times until you feel like it looks perfect. Well, not perfect, but the way you want it to. And I think that looks pretty cute. It's just a simple chicken. Simple chonky chicken. Kind of want to make all the cute chonky animals. So I pull this slightly up and then forward. Can actually merge these three. Let me duplicate. Oh, it's not. Okay, join, clone. Okay, and then voxel. Those two. Okay, and then smooth out so we don't see these. That looks better. think we can inflate this more. Okay, that looks cute. What do you think? Now we can do 360 view and see if everything looks okay. It's cute chicken. Inflate this wing more. That looks pretty cute.